Hey guys. I just want to talk about the new Superman, which I saw earlier today. I was pretty hyped up for this movie. I bought the tickets last month. Ended up upgrading them to like the crazy IMAX stuff, and overall, I was excited for this, despite everything that should have been, telling me this movie's not going to be anything worth watching. DC has never been has almost always just been, flops, it feels like. And they haven't done Superman just as he deserves. Um, but overall, it wasn't as good as perhaps I wanted it to be. But it was a good movie, which feels weird because everyone fucking loves this movie. It's crazy. The Rotten Tomato score is insane. People love this movie. And I hope the movie is so successful. I want to see James Gunn's DC universe, and we saw some of that in the movie. We saw a lot more than Superman, which I was really happy. I fucking love the Green Lantern we got here, and I love seeing uh, some cameo stuff with Peacemaker. Um, and so I definitely want to see more um, James Gunn DC. But I liked the movie. I did. Uh, I feel it's really refreshing to be able to have a silly Superman, right? Like Zack Schneider, Superman couldn't even like it couldn't have Superman with underwear. And here, well, obviously we got Superman with the underwear. You got Crypto. You got a lot of silly shit. And actually, I think where the Zack Schneider stuff, like in Man of Steel, was sometimes too, like, way too serious, I feel here it's sometimes the opposite. I think sometimes it's too silly, and I think sometimes it's too worried about taking itself too seriously, and I think it results in some dumb moments. I'm not gonna get into spoilers, but I'll like give some vague hints, right? Like if you've seen the movie, I felt it was just like the cinematography and also some of the stuff with like the one alien baby scene is just like fucking ridiculous. Um, and then like there's supposed to be this massive Ultraman twist at the end, and it's like it's explained by Lex um, through like a speaker on Ultraman's chest, and it's just like, or it could have just been from a drone, but it was like it was just stupid. It felt fucking dumb. Um, and like some of like just Lex's lines and some stuff was just dumb. And then there's like some stuff like when the movie's trying to take itself seriously, like Superman's trying to at the end to Lex is like make trying to make this point about how he's like human or like just as human as anyone else, really. But then it's like completely interrupted and ruined by some silliness. And again, the silliness lends itself to some fun and funny moments that I really loved. The actions, for the most part, pretty good, despite some weird, in my opinion, some weird choices when it comes down to cinematography. But it ultimately was, I'd say it was good. It was a good movie. And so I would recommend it. And I'd say it's worth a movie theater ticket purchase. It's worth going to the movies to see it, buy a ticket, take some friends along, and it's a good watch. It's fun. And I hope it's just massively successful. So far, it's doing pretty well, and I hope we see a lot more James Gunn DC Universe because I fucking loved the Green Lantern in this. I don't know why. I just fucking loved him, and I want to see more of this. because, you know, definitely wasn't a perfect movie. I'd give it a 7 out of 10 at best. I would give it a 7 out of 10. Like, if it was like from a 0% to a 100% scale, this would be like, I think, a 72. Or maybe even just a 70%. Like, it's a good movie, but it's messy. There's some messiness in the writing, there's messiness in the lines. It's scared. It's too scared to take itself seriously sometimes, I feel. And the cinematography is off. Like, there's some weird camera decisions. Like, you know, like, I'm okay with, like maybe, like, one time they're having Superman flying, and it's like, way, his, like, face is, like, right up to the fucking camera as he's flying. And, like, I'm like, okay, you can do that once. But they do it, like, a few fucking times, and I think it's like the lamest way you could have filmed that shot. Like, how did you, like, make Superman flying, like, super fast, like, feel weird? Like, that was just weird. Some of the fight scenes, I wish they would, like, almost just, like, focus on the action rather than some crazy zooms. But that's not unknown for James Gunn, and I like a lot of his work, such as Guardians of the Galaxy, especially Volume 3 was incredible, and really refreshing when it comes to superhero movies. And I think this is refreshing, definitely, in terms of DC movies. But I felt the movie sometimes got a bit too wacky. But James Gunn, you know, he brings his wackiness along, and a lot of that wackiness is what makes the movie so fun and makes this Superman feel unique and feel different from what we definitely had before and what we've had for a while, what we've seen from DC for a while. And I think they ultimately do hit the nail right on the fucking head, where it really matters with Superman. What is Superman about? You know, what's he about? I think Man of Steel did a good job with it. Hit the nail right on the fucking head about Superman being about hope. I think they did it again. I think they did a great job with it. There's some amazing scenes and some shots that have especially been used in the trailers, like the kid holding up the flagpole, or Superman saving the one person from, like, all the flying debris. Like, stuff like that did a fucking excellent job. And there's more scenes that I'm not going to spoil that just felt really right. They felt great, and definitely, like, I could see how, you know, if someone never seen Superman, they'd be maybe, like, blown away with it, maybe. And from what I'm seeing, there's a lot of people online who are getting into Superman now because of this movie, and I'm fucking thrilled about that. That's awesome. I love it. But yeah, it was a good movie. I liked it. I'd give it, again, a low 7 out of 10. But it was worth my time. I'm glad I saw it. Fun movie, and I want to see as much as I can from this James Gunn universe. Maybe I'll review Peacemaker Season 2 when that comes out next month. I loved Season 1. But anyways, until next time, guys, see you later.